Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Merry Christmas. We don't stop uploading just because it's Christmas, even though people are probably too busy right now to watch my stupid YouTube videos. Still gonna make one today because Purdue played and I have some stuff to say. Um, Without getting into players and first just getting into the game, it was an enjoyable game. It was a very fun game to watch. Purdue did blow a very big lead, and that's something we need to work on because they've been blowing leads and you know I feel like the first time we blew a big lead and actually, lost from it, we learn from that and then, we blow big leads, but then we'll, get back and win. But we just need to not blow leads at all. Just stop with that. I was going to say it felt like Purdue was getting calls, but then that was at the beginning. And then after like the beginning of the first half stopped, I feel like it was a very fairly called game. There were a few things where I was like, did they really foul Purdue there? And I feel like more recently, it's weird. More recently, you know, I actually haven't had as many gripes with refs as I have in the past. So I don't know, but yeah, and the announcers were actually good. They're actually good. I can't believe it. But yeah, let's get into the players. So Mason Gillis, um, he's physical. He's good on one-on-one defense. Um, you know, he's not amazing at it, but he's pretty good at it. He's pretty good at. He's also pretty good at help defense. When he sees someone needs help, and goes and gives them help defense, and that prevents a lot of points. Um, he was slipping a lot. Like actually, like his feet were coming out from under him and slipping. I don't know if his shoes just didn't have enough traction, or what, but he's good at setting screens without drawing moving screen fouls, which he sets a lot of screens. Like I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but he was setting tons of screens, even if it wasn't on the guy with the ball. Sometimes he would set a screen on a defender who's at the 3 point line to open up, like Eric Hunter Jr. or Sasa Stefanovic or somebody to try and get them open. So it's not necessarily, just for the ball handler. It can sometimes be off ball screens. He just is very good at setting screens without drawing a foul. Um, and he has good potential for a jump shot because he made a few jump shots. So he has some pretty good potential for that. I'm not going to lie. And he's a second year freshman. He redshirted his first freshman year. But he has a lot of potential to have a very well rounded game by the time his career is over at Purdue. So, Aaron Wheeler, decent court vision. Scored a few baskets here and there. Can't be too mad with his performance. The main thing I'm going to harp on is perimeter defense. The reason we blew this game was because of bad perimeter defense. We need to play better perimeter defense. Prevent threes. Eric Hunter Jr., he's a good scorer. He mainly scores off of jump shots. He had a very good performance today. He scored like 16, 17 points. He had a very good performance today. He didn't play. He did play Brandon Newman. Good from three. Last game, I said that he needs to work on his efficiency from 3 point range. He did just that. He was more efficient from 3 point range. So, Isaiah Thompson, he was having troubles against Maryland's full court press in the beginning. We actually got a 10-second violation at one point, but we kind of worked around that, put the different guards in. He even sometimes got past it when he was bringing the ball up the court. But yeah. Zach Edey, he was fighting for rebounds out there today. He was being an absolute monster, just diving and fighting and elbowing, and he managed to not get into too much foul trouble, which I'm very surprised by. I thought he was going to draw a ton of fouls with how aggressive he was being on the boards, but he wasn't, which I'm surprised by. He just needs more upper body strength to finish some of those layups and lobs and dunks that he wants to do. He needs more upper body strength in order to finish those, because he'll get up there and then he won't finish it. So, Jaden Ivy. He had a very good performance. He's very athletic. He's a good ball handler too. He looked like the freaking second coming of Allen Iverson out there with some of those crossovers and he was using the defender's momentum against them, where he would start, driving, stopping, crossing back, and then fade away, or driving, stopping, crossing back, catching him, slip up on the back, and then driving in for a layup. He was just catching the defenders slipping time and time again. And when he drives to the basket, he just has an explosion of speed and gets there and lays it up and sometimes even draws a foul. My main concern with him, though, is he needs a three-point shot. He cannot shoot the three very well. But again, he's a freshman. He's a true freshman. He's not a redshirt freshman. But he has a lot of potential here. If he develops a jump shot or just a three-point shot or something, he could go to the NBA. I'm just saying. Ethan Morton didn't really show me much. Kind of hoping for more, as he is a 6'6" guard, but maybe he's just being utilized wrong and we're not using him the way we should be. Trevion Williams, he needs to. I believe this is on most of my scouting reports on him as of this year. Staying out of foul trouble. Stay out of foul trouble. Please, Trevion Williams. If you stay out of foul trouble, like today, when he got in the second quarter, he was beastly at the end. The beginning, it took him a while to get started. But then, at the end of the second half, he played amazingly. He was grabbing rebounds and finishing in the paint and throwing those amazing passes that he normally does. But yeah, if he stayed out of foul trouble today, he could have had a beastly performance. But it is what it is. He didn't stay out of foul trouble, but in the future, he needs to stay out of foul trouble. And the last person that played, Sasa Stefanovic. So what I'm going to say is going to sound a bit crazy. I get Klay Thompson 3-and-D vibes from him, where on one end of the court, he'll shoot a three, and then on the other end of the court, he'll play good defense. Because when you look at him, you think, oh, he's a three-point shooter. Well, he's not just a three-point shooter. He fights for rebounds, he moves the ball, he gets turnovers. Sometimes he turns the ball over, yes, he has concerns with that, but he can also force turnovers, he fights for rebounds, he passes the ball. He just needs more touches. He needs to put up his three-point shot more, because there are some games where he'll score 20, 25 points, mostly from three-pointers. So if you give him the touches and get him going, he is an amazing three-point shooter, along with a good defender. So I feel like his rebounding and passing and just defensive game and playmaking abilities are very underrated, because most guys look at him for the three-point shot. He can also playmake. He can play defense. He's just a pretty well-rounded player. Just he needs more touches from three. So yeah, that's my Christmas spiel about Purdue against Maryland. Next two videos are Pacers versus Bulls and then Colts versus Pittsburgh. So both those videos have amazing rant opportunities, especially if the Pacers lose to the Bulls. There'll be an amazing, colorfully worded rant. And the Colts versus Pittsburgh game, that can really go anyway. But yeah, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. For me, it's Merry Christmas. Insert whatever holiday you celebrate here. See you guys next time.